I can't believe we ended up running out of string. Hannah shook her head in disbelief, giggling, though it took a lot longer to reach that point. Claire looked at the sun that was beginning to set. Raising a free hand, she had her fingers beneath the sun and parallel to the horizon. Counting how many fingers were between the sun and the horizon, she dropped her hand to her side. Seeing Claire check how much light they had left, Hannah asked, "How close did we get?" "About 45 minutes left before night," Claire answered. She adjusted her shoulder, which had a string across it connected to several rabbits. In order to not make walking awkward, they kept only one string attached to their waist. When they had been hunting, the person not shooting would hold the extra strings that had the bodies of rabbits hanging from it. "I'm actually glad that we're heading back. Next time, we'll need to figure out a better way of carrying these things instead of using string." Claire sighed. She remembered the packs they had seen in the guild store. Nearing the village, the two began seeing the villagers get ready for the night to fall on them. Clothes set outside to dry were brought in addition to the kids who had been playing outside. Adventurers were beginning to take their positions in the designated spots, guarding the village against monsters that could attack at night. When Claire and Hannah were close enough, they saw a pair of adventurers, a man and a woman. Both of them had a mishmash of equipment, the helmet and partial chest plate not matching, which indicated they were likely just barely above level 10. The man had a scar on his cheek, obscured by his full beard. Though his arms were muscular, a belly could be seen below the plate on his chest. In his hands was a large double-edged axe. Next to the man was a woman with bright red hair that wildly flowed down her back. Like the man, her arms were bare but revealed a nasty scar. As Claire looked at the woman, it was obvious that people would still consider the woman to be a beauty, even with the scar, which only accentuated her figure. The plate on the chest had been altered to allow her chest to have more room. Unlike the man, the woman had leather armor strapped to the front of her thighs. Along with the leather armor, she had a leather skirt that looked to provide some protection while allowing her to move during a fight. "You girls should have been back a lot sooner," the man gruffly told Claire and Hannah. "The stronger monsters become more active around this time." "Brother is right," the woman joined in. Getting chastised upon returning, Claire felt her face blush. "It's not worth going through the revival process just to gather a little more guild points," the woman continued. "We're sorry. We'll try to return sooner," Claire answered the two adventurers. Though she initially didn't enjoy getting lectured about something she thought was a trivial matter, Claire realized that the two were correct. Hannah apologized after Claire, looking equally embarrassed by the experience. Seeing that Claire and Hannah were taking their words of caution seriously, the man grunted approvingly. "It looks like the two of you just arrived in the village." Not wanting to break character, Claire nodded. "We had arrived just this morning and signed up to be adventurers." With our levels being low and our lack of experience, we decided to start off with a job that we could finish. Hannah added to the conversation. Sighing, the woman said, "Seeing the two of you makes me think back when I started last year with my brother." She finally touched the large sword at her side. "My name is Kaya." Kaya nodded at Claire and Hannah. "My name is Bard." The man introduced himself. "You'll have to forgive my sister for being such a sentimental woman." He chuckled. Though they had started off on a rough encounter, Claire giggled when the two hardened adventurers opened up, placing a free hand on her chest. "My name is Claire." "I'm Hannah," Hannah said after Claire. "Are the two of you guarding the village?" Claire asked Bard. Bard nodded. "Since our levels aren't high enough to explore the surroundings at night, we often take the job of defending the village. The guild provides food for those who take up this job, in addition to the standard guild points, which isn't a bad amount," Kaya said. "The two of you should check in with the guild. It's not a good idea to have the scent of those horned rabbits on you at night. Those that are active at night tend to be hungry, and the scent of the meat could attract them to the village." Her eyes moved to look towards the forest off in the distance, as though she could spot the monsters lurking inside the darkness. The two thanked the old adventurers for the advice. Moving into the village, Claire and Hannah waved to Kaya and Bard as they made their way to the guild.